Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, people who aren't racist, people who aren't orange, people who don't like fucking Donald Trump and the shit he's done over 4 years, welcome to the FC Barshaloma channel. I'm joined today with Josh and Ryan. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Let's get this out of the way. This is not going to be our only topic today, but let's get this out with. Joe Biden has won the presidency. We are rid of that vile, horrible, racist, fucking scumbag, misogynist, wanker cunt.
Get the fuck in.
It's been a momentous day. I'm sat here with Sad. I don't know about the rest of you all.
I've got a beer out.
I've got an energy drink that I'm not going to name the name of because last time I did that with a drinks company, shit you not, they copyright strike the video.
No.
Back in the days of the Specs Gaming 1 channel, I mentioned, you know, the Summer Fruits brand of drink that a certain fizzy drink own that begins with O and ends in S. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The brand rhymes with racist.
Yeah. Them.
Yeah. Them. Oh, bastards.
Yeah.
Well, if you do work for the Oasis, then fuck off. There you go. So, I mean, this whole election, it was a very protracted thing, you know.
I honestly thought it was never going to end.
Yeah, it went on for a long time, from Tuesday until Saturday. Was there a point where you two thought that Trump was going to take this?
I'd probably say yes when I saw that he'd won Florida, which I heard. I don't really follow American politics because I couldn't really give a shit about it, to be fair. But when he won I think it's called a swing state. When he won Florida, which is classed as a swing state, I thought, fuck, he's going to win again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Biden pulled it out of the bag.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing was through mail-in voting, but he's actually taken this in the end. Which, as Ryan was pointing out before we started this podcast, Trump specifically told his voters not to do. Yeah. And then he wonders where Biden's votes came from.
Yeah, like it's come out of the blue, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's the most ever. It's like some states are just they don't count it as one. They count the in day first. It's like, yes, so of course Biden's going to get votes overnight because they count in old Donald's fucking things first.
Yeah.
It's like.
It's not hard.
It's taking out to lead sort of thing. He's like, yeah, we're very comfortable. We're going to win this. It's like, don't count your chickens before they've hatched yet, Donald, mate. there's still the mail-in votes yet, lad. You know.
Yeah. And he got very, very angry at the whole thing. I mean, someone needs to do some sort of statistical analysis on this, but the amount of tweets he's put out over the past week that have been flagged as unsubstantiated bullshit.
Yeah, I saw Twitter was doing
it's
that. It's
incredible.
Just sifting, just practically fact checking or like putting up a warning saying it might not be factually correct or something like that. Wasn't he on quite a few of his tweets? It was class.
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
They're saying now that he's
big fan.
He's not the prime minister. Not prime minister. That's in England. The president anymore. There's a potential he could get taken off Twitter because he doesn't have the privileges of being the president anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would pay good money for that day.
I'd laugh because how many days is it now they get where he's still in office? Is it?
It's
3 months or 2 months or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 60 days. It's 60 days, isn't it? The 60-day period of transferal power or something like that. So,
I mean, there's a non-zero chance that he will end up pressing the red button. before that time is up. I mean, this is the thing, that he was always going to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Just hope it's not a literal bang.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like, I think at this point, though, the thing we have got, as sort of benefiting us is the fact that I think every country now pretty much hates Trump, apart from maybe ours.
Yeah.
Or our higher ups. Everyone else does.
Yeah. Fucking Boris, like, for us, he's quite favourable towards him, isn't he? For some stupid reason.
Yeah. Boris is going to be gutted. I think he's the only one that's gutted. There have been wild celebrations across the United States, which is just beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of Trump supporters crying over the fact that they didn't stop the count. What a fucking ridiculous thing to do. We're now hopefully over the bump of the past 4 years.
I think it's going to take America a few years to sort of like recover from Trump's regime, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Could very easily happen, but they suffer like a hangover.
He rode the wave of Obama's policies that was coming through, which sort of like give off the placebo effect that he'd made the country like pretty good again. And then obviously now when he's had the past 2 years where he's managed to undo a lot of what Obama's actually done, sort of the country's...
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a Trump supporter, but if I'm to be...
As you should not be.
But to be fair, he has made the economy of America pretty strong.
Yeah. Until COVID.
Even now, Ryan, it's still a strong economy. Like, because I dabble in stocks and shares, and the economy's still doing well on that in that section, which is quite surprising to say we're in COVID time. But still, massive. Oh shit! I'm currently playing a game. Ryan, we need to go to bed, mate. In game.
Wait.
Because
it's just we're in an absolute state.
We are.
Really. As a world, but hopefully we can move on from this.
Like to switch the subject and like from the presidential race and that the reckoning they could have the vaccine available by January. I think I heard the other day. Yeah,
that'd be nice.
That'd be a very welcome present for you two.
Yeah, well, I mean, last week, and the viewers won't know this, we actually recorded a podcast, but due to technical difficulties, we couldn't get out in the end. But that was the day the lockdown was announced. So that was going to be like a bit of a impassioned speech sort of thing about the absolute fuck up that had occurred.
Because Keir Starmer and the Labour Party was asking for it. I think, what is it now? 3 weeks ago now, it would be. It was asking for it to be done then, while half term was in place for the schools, and then
just a mini
they
one.
called it a circuit break, didn't they? Which was 2-3 weeks. I think they was asking for, and it was like no. Now they're having to do 4 weeks. 4 weeks of it. It's just like, well, if you'd acted sooner, the economy could be. I wouldn't say booming again, because it wouldn't be, but like it'd be in a better state now, and the country would be in a better state now because people would be able to go out and do Christmas shopping, and that's why I think Boris has said, hasn't he? 'Cause he said it's definitely going to end on the 2nd of December, and it's just like, you know why he's saying that it's definitely going to end then, because he's
giving people
There's
hope.
that, and he's also panicking about the fact of like, oh, we could the country could lose out on a lot of money due to Christmas sales and that. So
Yeah,
it'll be keeping that in mind as well.
Yeah, I just think that I'd hope that we're out of this by spring, but there's so much going on at the moment. Like, schools are not a safe place to be.
No.
I'm sorry, they're just not. As a teacher, it's a nightmare day today.
I wholeheartedly agree. They're not safe.
No, I'm at a point of loss with it. This week has been an absolute fucking nightmare personally for me. I'm shattered. I'm ready for Christmas to come. Like, desperately sad by everything that's happening at the moment. It needs some bright lights, and we need Christmas to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have our famous New Year's party at Ryan, but I always find a way to have to leave early. I mean, we've had breakdowns, we've had fucking breakdowns, break-ins. Right, actually, a funny story about that one. I had a break-in, or an attempt to break in on New Year's Eve, which doesn't sound that funny. But, you know. Anyway, it was Ryan's birthday, and he was meant to be having a party at his house, which is only a couple of streets away. So I was going to head to his, but also he had this break-in, so I called him up and said, look, we've had a break-in, can you get down here early? And I swear to God, and Ryan will confirm this, that he thought I was taking the piss.
Yeah,
Like,
because also to add to this, I was attempting to do a taskmaster theme, and the thing was, show me something unexpected.
yeah.
So, bear that in mind.
Oh my God! I've just realised something.
I remember when I
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we set a week?
Sure.
So, my dad, being quite elderly, has quite a few medical bits and bobs around the house, like, you know, from various conditions down the years. And one of the things he has was an unused piss pot. So, a natural human being would go, that's enough on its own. That's quite unexpected. I thought we'll add something into that. Now, everyone else will be thinking at that point, oh, he's had a piss in it. No. Pubic hair. Now, what happened to the pubic hair we'll not discuss on air.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But safe to say... Yeah, it's safe to say, even if Ryan did have a party, I won't be invited this year. It's just like, yeah, we need some sort of brightness at the end of all this, and we need a nice year next year. And I don't trust Boris to get it done, sadly.
A nice thing to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Iceland possibly on the cards. A trip to Iceland.
Iceland would be nice. Iceland or Shaloma,
Shaloma, definitely. Yeah. Which.
Yeah.
I was already coming back and
yeah, literally was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a pre-season friendly last week. We're recording this on the 7th of November. We had a pre-season last week. We lost 6-3, but there was very promising signs. Like, we played really good football, to be fair. And then our league was due to start tomorrow on the 8th. And then, but Boris, the day before our pre-season friendly, announced the lockdown, so it's halted the...
Yeah, it's like if he did what Keir Starmer said, we would have still been...
Yeah, if he just followed Keir Starmer's advice, and the other other scientific advice as well, we would still be, we'd be able to still play. And
even that shambolic scientist did wheel out for every press conference. What's his name?
Yeah,
Chris Whitty. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have no doubt, as a person, he's probably very lovely, and actually, his science knowledge is probably very good. But he don't know how to work a fucking
No, he
PowerPoint.
does not.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Or even that the PowerPoint they did for lockdown, it's like half the stuff was off screen. Who the hell did you?
Yeah,
make
it
this
was
for?
just like, well,
Yeah.
we can't see this graph, so
It was an absolute fucking shambles. Like, the whole handling of this has been a shambles from
It has.
start to finish. And that's why I don't have any faith in us to get out of it. I genuinely think that we're going to be in this situation until we get the much talked about vaccine that may or may not. I don't know. It may not
yeah,
exist.
Could. Yeah, exactly.
You know, as Trump being bullshitting about the whole thing, that's a non-zero possibility.
I mean,
You know, what has Trump been bullshitting about over the years? I'm sure that's going to come out very soon.
yeah. No, he's gone.
Yeah. What would we like to see happen to Trump,
Locked up.
ideally?
Imprisoned,
Locked up?
Yeah.
banged up abroad.
Do you not think having his testicles fed to him by Stormy Daniels? I think that'd be nice.
That's the porn star he paid to. What did he pay for
Yeah.
now?
Now I want to say it was actually to film a porn video, but something in my head says go to the shower.
Oh god. I thought it was just to
I
spank
could be
him.
wrong. I'm sure there was a story when this is like a couple of years
Oh,
back
yeah,
now, and it
yeah,
seems
it's-
like fucking
It
forever.
was ages ago, wasn't it?
But there was a story going around that he paid to be pissed on, which, if that's your
Fair
thing,
enough.
fair enough, enjoy it. But it's not what we'd
Presidential
call
material.
presidential
No.
behaviour. Yeah. Well, I mean, absolutely fair. I mean, it's fine. You know, anyone can enjoy those
Yeah.
pleasures. Is that
Yeah.
the word we're going to go for?
Fancies. Or...
But that's it's, no, you know. But just the fact that he's paid someone to piss on him at this point, and I'm saying this totally hypothetically,
Yeah.
so we don't get sued.
Just-
But hypothetically, what would happen if Donald Trump paid someone to piss on him?
They'd probably say no.
I've had too much stale cider here, mate. So, I mean, this has genuinely been the main effect of lockdown so far for me, is that local pubs are giving away beer very cheap, and I this morning went to pick up 4 pints. The size of it has now gone flat, so it's like drinking wine. I don't know, it seems quite strong actually. I'm not drunk, but it seems strong. It might be strong, it might be too strong, I don't know. Who knows? What's even happening? Why am I here? No.
To talk
Yes,
on the internet.
No.
That's why you're here.
Hi, internet.
It's a
Yeah, no. Being serious, but like, it's just if we look back on them 4 years, and especially culminating in the year
Yeah.
that we've had with such shit year, look back on them 4 years and this year in particular, it's been a fucking roller coaster for everyone, and the fact that everyone's got to the other
Miracle.
side
Yeah.
is
absolute
miraculous. Yeah. Like, I certainly, at one point or another, had no doubt that the world was going to get blown up, and
Yeah,
it still
very
might.
strong chance it could, especially with him still having the
Yeah.
power for it at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the power for it. I mean, he could squat for
could.
4 years until he gets another chance, and he could just squat in the White House. I mean, what?
No, the FBI will turn him out.
But this what they've been saying is this. We've got the power to, to forcibly remove him. Have they? Have they actually?
That's
got
what
that
they're
power?
saying, isn't it? They're saying that they've
Well,
got the
yeah.
power to evict trespassers off the property, and and after the
Yeah.
60 days, he will be classed as one due to Biden then being the sworn-in president.
I personally would
I'd
Pay
pay
to
for
see
to
that.
see Biden
see Trump being
by
shut down.
Biden. That'd be class.
Yeah. Pissing his sides.
No, not Biden. It'd be even better if it was Obama. Biden brought Obama back to do it.
Obama. Oh, no. No. Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton. Like, come back for this just to laugh at him as he's put in jail, which is going to happen.
What happened with that
He will end up in jail.
impeachment thing? What?
Oh, it just now. I think COVID probably took priority, but I mean, there is an attempt to impeach most presidents, but it just never gets taken seriously. Whereas with this one,
very serious.
it's a genuine possibility, and probably should have happened. It's just I don't know how he's managed to stay in power so long. Really, we've fucked up not getting him out quicker.
Right, I think you built that part of the wall there a bit too big.
Oh my God! Remember the wall? Oh my God!
He's barely
that
built
happened.
any of it.
Yeah, and the bits that he has built have fell down.
Yeah, I'm just doing how many miles of Trump's wall got built?
That was because that was the whole thing around the first election was built. That wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't Cause Against Humanity bought like like that company bought just a little bit of land on the border?
Yes, he did. He did. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What a fantastic company. So much love for that.
321 miles of the barrier being constructed.
And how much like was left to do?
It's in the thousands of miles, I know that. The aim by the end of the year was 450 miles total.
Jesus Christ. What embarrassment, pal. What a fucking embarrassment for human. That sounds hard, but he's not harsh. It's not harsh at all.
Yeah,
he's a wanker.
He is.
A wanker, and he's ruined the past 4 years of everyone's lives. I mean, we were discussing this. Where was he when he found out about this? A golf course. When he found out about him losing the presidency. It's like, what the fuck?
Him up.
You'd be in your war room. Like, just a total inept orange freak. It's embarrassing that as a human race we have let this happen for 4 years.
I was going to say, I don't want to be branded in that because I'm not an American. The Americans let this happen. We let Boris in.
Fine, but we all stood by and watched. We let Boris in, but we all stood by and watched this election happen.
Yeah, there was nothing we could have done.
Just, like, I know, but it feels... I felt very powerless over this whole thing. Like, just standing there and like, oh God, what the fuck's he doing now? It's been a total shambles.
Yeah, I think it needs to come down a few layers that round. For the podcast's knowledge, me and Ryan are currently just playing a bit of Minecraft while we're chilling and just talk bollocks to you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. This ain't bollocks, but it's been fun bollocks. I'd like to say it's been fun bollocks, but it's like we're now at the end of the 4 years. Where do we go next? Because people will say, "Oh yeah, well, Biden's president now." So Biden's president. Well, yeah, but actually, we've got a very old man as president, which is much better than Donald Trump. But what's he going to actually bring to the White House?
That's one thing I've never really got about American politics. That is, why does all the presidents like really old when they get in?
Yeah, you have to be a certain age, I think.
Biden was because Trump was the oldest, wasn't he? The oldest president like in the history of America. It's going to be it's Biden now, isn't it? Because Biden's
It will
3
be.
years older than Trump. It's like I was watching a
probably.
Twitch streamer the other day, and he was saying he was on about the age of the presidents and that. He said like there's a strong chance Biden could actually die during his term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
no,
course.
and it would then. Well, it's the only way America was going to get in a female president.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. Yes, come on.
Yeah.
God love her.
And like enough about politics now. We've had enough. We should take this as a update, bit of a update on the channel and the new content we have been pumping out.
Yeah,
recently.
you would.
Well, let's be specific about that you and Josh have been pumping out. I've done fuck all. No one else done it. It's you two have put in all the hard work here.
Well,
So
I wouldn't discredit yourselves too much, Chris. I mean, you are having an involvement with this podcast.
oh
So
yeah,
you are helping with video
which is
content. I mean, the hats off go to,
don't
to
get me
Ryan.
wrong,
To
actually.
be fair, I'm only doing one video at a time. Ryan's pumping out two. Not this week, last week. Sorry, because like this is coming out a week after we record this, so I'm having to process it. The last week, you would have seen Ryan pump out 3 videos. Has that been confirmed, or have I just landed you in it there, Ryan?
Yeah. No.
3 episodes,
yeah, 3 episodes.
For his FIFA career mode.
Yeah.
Because he was so happy about the previous topic was talking about with Biden winning, and he was happy with his Christmas gifts he's got his parents, not discussing just in case they stumble across this by some miracle, not risking it.
Yeah.
So he's in a good mood. So he's being generous to you, passing on the good mood.
No.
Yeah.
So
And it was all up. It was like, right, I've got 2 more episodes in the bag. We're all right.
yeah,
Alright.
that's good. That's what we was discussing, wasn't it? Last Saturday, Fields stopped watching videos. Fields is also here. Stop watching videos. Why? Yeah,
Somewhere.
He hasn't been here all podcast. We did like a bit of an edit where he's come in since, and he's now just
He's fucked off again.
watching stupid videos on his phone.
Yeah. We did have a talk when he arrived as well, just before we get back onto the new content we have in store. We did have a little talk about the fact that I've been a bit, how would you say, during this whole thing? No, not in chunk, just inane, just chatting shit.
But we all have.
When I mentioned that I've got this cider and it's gone flat, I didn't take into account the fact that I've actually not eaten since dinner time, and we're recording this at coming up 11 o'clock at night. So that cider has actually had free reign at my stomach, and it's starting to take effect after only
Taking
one
its toll.
glass.
It's like the infant days of Ryan. That when Ryan first started drinking 1 pint and he's done. He's staggering on.
To be honest, I wish I have these days back again. I think I'm learning now to just not actually eat when I drink, because this is a wonderful feeling. It's tremendous.
Go on.
So I'm go.
No, you go on. Go.
Sorry, go on. I was going to say I'm going to take a step back from chatting from this whole thing, because otherwise you're going to have watched 40 minutes of me chatting utter shite and not actually got anything out of it. So
yeah, so for the new content, Fields has just cracked the can open, and now he's
just cracked the can
cracked a
open
cold
with
one
live.
off one of the lads. So as far as hang on, we're not stopping the podcast. Just hang on. Shut up. Hello, for God's sake.
I had a knot in me mic wire. So.
Jesus Christ. We'll cut
Yeah,
it,
we'll
yeah.
just
We'll
cut
cut
right now,
right
cut
now.
right
now. Right.
Absolute shambles.
Can someone explain what the scores were today for football?
No, because I haven't seen them either.
We'll get to it, alright?
I
We'll
haven't
get
seen
to
them
it.
either. Right.
New
Yeah.
content, that's what it was
I've just spilt like
Good.
drinks all over me. Fuck.
Right, we're coming.
I say keep this whole thing in.
Yeah, go on.
personally.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Just-
It'll be fun.
Oh fuck! I spilt drink all over me. Fuck's sake!
Oh dear.
Looks like I've pissed
Well, it
myself.
won't be the first time. Wee.
Hey.
There's some way
Hey.
quality banter. So as far as the new content goes,
That's some woofy banter.
we're currently aiming for Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday.
God,
And-
piss myself.
and-
That is the right days, yeah. For content wise, so 3 videos at least per week. With go on. Ryan.
And if I get ahead on stuff, I'll throw a bonus one in the Sundays.
Yeah,
But no promises there.
That's just like Ryan said, just bonus content and on the fly sort of stuff. I've just also clocked on as well. I said about a week in advance with this podcast. There's a strong chance it might not even come out for 2 weeks, just because there's a potential I could have a training video 2.5 video available to be produced. I haven't yet looked at the clips that I earmarked to be cut from the main video if it was too long. I didn't even get a chance to look at those videos or even add them into the video because it was a decent length already. So there's a potential for that.
No, we're spoiling you on the Barshaloma
We
channel.
really are pushing the
Yes.
boat out. We said we'd come back strong with the content when we was on Twitter a few months back. We weren't lying. We've had this planned.
Yeah.
We've had this planned. We had a content meeting and everything. We mean business. We mean business.
We do. And speaking of business, we want your business. Go to FC Barshaloma at teespring.com.
You are FC Barcelona. You nailed it, Chris. I'm not gonna lie. You actually nailed it. FC Barshaloma at teespring.com. Yeah.
I think we're very much smoothing the plugs over at this point.
We're getting better.
Yeah. I don't think anyone can tell. Yeah. No one can tell we're actually promoting things.
No.
We're just...
Wink, link in the description. Wink,
No.
wink.
Yeah,
We had
there you
another
go.
order on the Teespring store the other day. Yeah, it was very...
Did we?
I ordered
Brilliant.
a neck gaiter because I thought I was going to be forced into wearing a face mask at work, but now I've been given a badge that lets people know I am medically unable to wear one.
I'm begging, Ryan. I'm begging. Please, let's have the will clip.
Whoa,
between us.
I'm editing this, sunshine.
But I'm begging,
Yeah,
Josh.
I will put it in.
I think I'm one of them. And in a well-meaning but disastrous move, as a new kid I've got to wear a massive green badge.
I'll put it in.
Hey.
Oh, I'm Will.
Do you really think a badge is a good idea?
Well, oh,
Mackenzie.
I didn't realise he was doing a thing. Yeah, I thought he was asking me a genuine question.
Let's go on. Let's make this into a discussion about special needs, which I'm not taking it, but this is something we have discussed. Should people be identified as having additional needs? In your case, that's asthma.
It is.
How do you feel walking around work with that?
I
going
don't
on,
mind
Josh?
it, to be fair, just because it's sort of like in a way, it's obviously not a mask and I can't wear one because I work in a chilled environment, so even in there, my breathing's affected and stuff. And like people are probably thinking now, it's like, well, why don't you find a different job? Why have you stuck into it? Listen, for the amount of money I get paid and for the work I do, I've been unable to find the job. Plus, I'm still looking for a job in the field I qualified with. So there's an explanation for that.
Go and hire this man.
Yes, please do. And Fields.
And me.
And Fields. Me first, though. Me first, you know. And Ryan.
And me.
Yeah, and Ryan.
Yeah, right, so it's going to be Josh, Fields,
Yeah.
and then Ryan.
Oh, sorry, Ryan.
Ah.
But
Because, like,
All
Ryan.
but no, to answer your question, I don't mind wearing it because it says on it, it's like it's in my car, and I'm not going out at this time to get the car, to get the badge, just to read it. But along the lines to like summarise it, it's I'm sorry,
Josh is ginger. Please let him not wear a mask. He's already got
my
enough to deal
manager,
with.
my dad's already made one of them jokes.
Hey.
But he said, it says, sorry, I'm unable to wear a face mask, but I am able to keep socially distant. So when people have read that badge and they see it, the socially distance from me more, which is a good thing, because before I was wearing the badge,
Oh.
even if I'd tell them, they'd still not socially distance. Because
Do you wear it out? and
not
about?
outside of work, no, because I've got one of them exemption cards, but they're not worth it, because they're not, they don't hold a lot of credit,
No, I've
which
heard
is
that.
annoying, because people have just been buying them because they really can't be arsed wearing face masks, because the way it's been done is you can't get them from your doctor, you don't get them from your doctor, sorry, so anyone can get them, because you don't need to put your medical record in or anything like that. So people have just,
Damn.
like one of my workmates was saying to me, he knows someone who's just gone out and bought one just because they didn't want to wear a face mask, which is very selfish. It's like you're sort of spoiling it. I say spoiling it, but like you're ruining the impact of that card for people who actually need it.
Yeah.
So it's very inconsiderate.
Yeah, it's like if everyone started getting parking passes for disabilities, if everyone started faking that, which I'm sure some people do, but I mean, the credibility would go down massively. It's such a shit word we live in, though, that people would even take those steps.
It is, you're not wrong.
You know.
It's just frustrating.
You know.
It's just people would stoop so low to feel like it's a necessary thing to do just because they don't. Yes, the masks are uncomfortable, but it's just
just get
it's
on
one
with
of
it.
the things if you can. I mean, I do attempt to wear it,
Just get
but
on with it.
like when I'm out and about, it depends. Sometimes you can have good days and you can have bad days where like I'm able to wear one for the full time I'm in a shop, but most of the time I end up having to take it off because I get to the point where it's like, I really can't breathe now. It's like I've tried, and it's sort of beginning to make my chest feel tighter. So so I have to take it off then and endure all the looks I get from the other people in the shop, sort of thing. Like, it's like, why is he not wearing a mask and that? And it's
Has anyone else?
No,
sorry,
I've
go on.
finished.
No,
I
please
finished.
finish. I was going to say, has anyone experienced sort of stigmatism with it in the group? Because I'm very lucky. I'm fully able to wear a mask and a visor, but I will say I feel incredibly socially awkward because I have Asperger's traits. I feel incredibly socially awkward when I'm wearing a visor at school, which I have to do. It steams up, and it seems to me like I'm being rude, even though I'm obviously not. It caused me a lot of anxiety. Doesn't anyone else sort of experience that with this?
Personally, no.
No,
Lucky
no.
cunt.
Yeah.
Right, you better leave your house.
And again, I go to the shop occasionally.
At the end
but
of your
it's like
road.
I'm not in the
Can we get
more
a
than
map?
5
up?
minutes.
In fact,
no,
we can't get
can't.
that.
We are not.
No,
We're not-
it's not far, and I'm not in there for
No.
more than 5 minutes. I've not had to properly work
I
one
was
for an
going to say,
extended
we're not
period of
doxing
time.
Ryan.
If you needed a piss, you could probably piss from the distance from Ryan's to the shop.
Yes, you probably could. Especially if you've had a few pints.
Yeah, it's like I've not had to wear one more than like 5 minutes, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation. But at Barshaloma, we look for
We
the
do.
positives, and we talked about this in the last podcast, and it was a really nice way to end it. I don't know how we're doing on time, but we
can't
like
end
it
it
here.
here.
But we talked about the positives of 2020, and obviously we've just had a big one we've talked about a lot. But Fields actually came up with a massive fucking list of positives, I believe. And I'd quite like to go through that again since that footage got corrupted.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what your positives of 2020 were.
So, one of our positives were Josh has got a girlfriend.
Hey!
Chris has got a job in this shit economy.
Somehow.
What else? What else was it? Liverpool have won the league for some people. What else? What else is positive? Oh yeah, Corona, what it's done, like lockdowns and stuff, with the environment.
Yes, that was a lovely one.
That was one, because it's like in Venice, like all the like rivers and stuff are clean.
I mean, they was, but I'm not sure if they've stayed clean. But the Dolphins came back. The Dolphins came back to Venice.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's positive.
What else is it? What I would say, something that I've done for Christmas is if you go through Samaritans, you can pay 20 quid for a shoebox. You know, the shoebox appeal. And obviously that shoebox, you can fill it with like, you can choose the stuff that you fill it with. Like essential, like toys and like calculators. And like,
Poor bastards are going to get a load of Spurs merch.
And... and I think it comes up to like 20 quid or something like that, and like you can, if people can do that, then that'll do a load of good as well for this year.
Spread a lot of Christmas cheer.
Yeah, and it is important in these times to be
is.
kind to each other, apart from Spurs fans. Just being nice to everyone, or everyone that's at least nice to you. You know, it makes this world a better place.
I'll tell you another good thing that's happened.
Go on.
Jose Mourinho's Instagram.
That is class.
Because that's funny as fuck.
He is.
He's just happy to be in London again, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a hero. I like him. I know a lot of
He's
people.
one of them, like, if he rubs you up the wrong way, then you don't like him. But I just found his Instagram funny. Didn't he put one? Was it one of his last posts, something along the lines of like, when you get the victory, but your team's play shit or something like that, and he's just sat there eating crisps. When you get the results, but your team play bad, I think it was.
He's like, he doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care, and I don't think he needs to care.
No, not with all the trophies he's won.
Yeah, and he's at Spurs. What are they exactly expecting?
To win the Carabao, that's it.
Would you be happy with the Carabao?
I think it will be our first trophy in like what, 12 years, something like that. So yeah.
Oh my god, he got
How
Oh,
have you
yeah,
not
a
won
good
the
split
trophy?
City.
that
He
long?
actually got that back. Whoa, whoa,
I don't
whoa.
know.
You won the Audi Cup, I'll have you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. But we have got Stoke away, and everyone obviously says that Stoke away
Can-
is at this time of year is a
He
hard.
was under
hard
Tony
away game.
Pulis, but they're shit now.
Yeah, gosh.
It used to be a running joke, then it's like, yeah, but could Messi do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke?
Probably.
I mean,
Probably good.
in his current form this season, maybe not.
I don't know what's happening in those leagues. I don't follow like
Burst,
foreign leagues.
but
That
Burst
sounds
are having
racist.
a shocker.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, because they've got Ronald Koeman.
Yeah, I think he's also having a shocker as well. I know Real Madrid are having a shocker in the Champions League, but I'm not sure about the league itself.
I think they're top in the league, aren't they? Or is it Real
No,
Sociedad?
I think
top
I
of the
heard
league?
last time I checked it was Real Sociedad, but that was quite a few weeks back. So I'm not sure. Still don't know about Serie A actually as well. Bundesliga is just, it's going to be Bayern. I think Bayern tonight as we're speaking beat Dortmund.
Yeah, top
Face
four
of
of La
Dortmund.
Liga.
To beat Dortmund in the Classic.
Top four of La Liga is Atletico, Sociedad, Real Madrid,
Even Real
Villarreal.
Madrid, aren't
Barcelona's in eighth.
Eight. Jeez. You're having a
Jeez.
Real
Madrid. What are you on about?
Bayern against Dortmund.
La Liga here.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Real Madrid are
How
third,
many
Barcelona
points
are
behind
eighth.
first place are Real Madrid? That's
One.
fair. What about Barca? How many? Are they off the pace?
Off top, sixth.
I mean, it's not a big gap, but for this early in the season, it sort of is.
Oh, can someone tell me the results from today then? Or are we not doing that in the podcast?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're wrapping it up now, aren't we?
Sorry to tease you with the results there, but
No, I'll just cut you out.
I think the only way to wrap this up is by let's summarise. We have chatted in this podcast some inane
yes,
bollocks,
we have.
and can only apologise for my tipsiness and my inability to remember anything past 20 minutes ago. But it's a happy day for
It
people
is.
around the world. Donald Trump is gone.
Yeah.
Yes!
So, guys, I've got one last positive before we wrap up the podcast. It is Pierre's
go on.
birthday today, so the time of recording.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Pierre.
Happy birthday,
birthday,
Pierre,
Pierre.
you big Italian bastard. Lovely
is.
to have you with the club. I mean, Pierre's probably, is he our newest member?
Yes, he is, yeah. He
Yeah.
joined.
Pierre has been just a revelation in the
He has.
shithousing
He's
community.
fantastic. Really good player. He links up well with Lanky.
Yes. Really good plan. And lovely.
He
as
is.
well. He's a lovely man.
Great bloke.
Lovely man. Yeah, and his moustache is
Gorgeous.
just
It
Oh,
is.
it's to die for.
Sexual.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, let's summarise. We've had a difficult year so far. And we will have more podcasts coming out, which
Yeah.
are lovely, positive of the current situation. But we've had a difficult year, but we have a bright light. Trump is gone. Biden is in.
Barshaloma, Aurora.
Please, when you are Barshaloma are roaring, we're all alive, you're all alive, or hopefully you're not watching this in the afterlife. If you are, that's
Yeah.
spooky. Look, just if you're watching this podcast, we've all been through a difficult time. Open a beer, or if you're old enough, if not,
Open
Fanta
a
or some shit.
Ribena.
I don't know.
Fruit shoot. Crack a fruit shoot.
Ribena, yeah. Look, sit back and congratulate yourself. First of all, for getting through the past 4 years and actually getting through this year. And second of all, for getting through this podcast, because I've chatted so much.
So we all have.
But yeah. But I feel partly responsible for wasting some of your lifetime. So have fun, stay safe, come back to the Barshaloma channel. I'm not usually like this,
No.
am I?
Yeah, check
yeah,
out the content, content on the channel at this moment in time. It's ticking along very nicely.
Yes.
Fun content.
It's incredible, really, what the amount of content we're now pushing out.
Yeah.
Just for you, may I say? Just for
It
you.
is like a production machine.
You know, we care about you. Yeah, exactly. Or at least Ryan and Josh care about you. Too much else going on at the moment.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, have fun, stay safe. Do come back. Yes, stay safe. And,
check out the links in the description. And I've been Josh.
In Rain.
I've been Fields.
And I've been drunk. All the best.